about the characteristics of equilibrium constant, then applications of equilibrium constant. Okay, with these two things we will discuss in this. Okay, see here, first, formation equilibrium constant is the inverse of dissociation equilibrium constant. Example, nitrogen reacts with hydrogen and forms ammonia. So this is formation reaction. So balancing, we will get the equilibrium constant. Let Kc be concentration of ammonia to the power 2 by concentration of nitrogen and the concentration of hydrogen power 3. This is the value of Kc. Right. Dissociation, the same reaction, when ammonia dissociates, it will give nitrogen with hydrogen. Upon balancing, we will get this equation. Let it be Kc dash. Let it be Kc dash. Not differentiate these two. Let it be Kc dash. So concentration of N2 into concentration of H2 power 3 by concentration of ammonia power 2. See here, compare these two equations. Compare Kc and Kc dash. We can conclude that Kc equal to 1 by Kc dash. It may be asked in two more questions. Okay, what is the relation between formation equilibrium constant Kc and dissociation equilibrium constant Kc dash? They are nothing but inverse of each other. They are the inverse of each other. Right. Second, if an equilibrium is multiplied by an integer, it raises to the power of the equilibrium constant. See here, consider a very simple example. A in equilibrium with B. Right. The equilibrium constant K is concentration of B by concentration of A. See, okay, right. Multiply this by a whole number. Suppose let it be 2. So 2A equilibrium with 2B. What happens is, see here, let it be K dash. In order to differentiate, I am taking this as K, this as K dash. K dash is equal to concentration of B to the power 2 by concentration of A to the power 2. Compare these two equations. I may write this equation as K square. Clear? This to the power 2. That is the thing. If an equation is multiplied by an integer 2, it raises to the power of the constant. See here, raises to the power 2. Suppose if I am multiplying this equation by the number 1 by 2, if I am multiplying by 1 by 2, that means I am dividing by 2. Okay. So if I am multiplying by 1 by 2, what will be the value? See here, half A equilibrium with half B. K double dash, let it be K double dash. B power 1 by 2 by A power 1 by 2 is the answer. Comparing these two, we can write K power 1 by 2. Similarly, that's all. So, whether we are multiplying by 2 or whether we are multiplying by 1 by 2, it doesn't matter. We have to raise that power to that equilibrium constant. Okay. Then, the overall equilibrium constant is equal to product of the stepwise equilibrium constants. What is it, sir? Let A equilibrium C. This is the overall reaction. This reaction takes place in two steps. A gets converted to B and B gets converted to C. See here, A to C is the overall reaction. Let the equilibrium constant K is equal to concentration of C by concentration of A. Let it be equation number 1. Clear? See here, let it be K dash, concentration of B by concentration of A. Let it be K double dash, concentration of C by concentration of B. Let it be equation number 2 and 3. See here, 1 will be equal to the product of 2 and 3. See here, equation 1, C by A, isn't it? Equation 1, we get C by A, concentration of C by concentration of A. It is equal to, what is equation 2? B by A. Into what is equation 3? C by B. So we can strike out B and B, we will get C by A. We will get C by A. So this is 1 is nothing but K, which is equal to 2 is nothing but K dash and 3 is nothing but K double dash. So when we can write a reaction in 2 or more steps, then the overall equilibrium constant K, it is equal to the product of the individual stepwise equilibrium constants. Clear? Right. Then coming for the next property of this equilibrium constant. The equilibrium constant depends upon temperature. It depends upon temperature. Okay, sir. What happens? When temperature changes, what happens to the equilibrium constant? Means, see here, very clearly it has been given. For endothermic reactions, endothermic means what? Heat will be absorbed in those reactions. In those reactions, when you increase the temperature, heat will be absorbed more and more readily the reaction will happen and more amount of products will be obtained. That is, equilibrium will be more. Equilibrium concentration will also be more. Okay, right. It is just opposite to that of exothermic, just opposite to exothermic. Okay. Similarly, it depends upon pressure. Right, right. For association equilibrium, give an example for association equilibrium. Right, see here, 4 moles reactant associate to form 2 moles of ammonia. In such reactions, in such equilibrium, if you increase the pressure, pressure increase means consider 3 erasers. 3 erasers, one you are placing one object over the other and third eraser over the other, and you are applying pressure. When you are applying pressure, the 3 objects will behave as a single object when you are applying pressure. When you release the pressure, slowly the 3 will split up. Okay, so when we are applying pressure, there will be decrease in number of moles. See here, there are 4 moles. Here there are 2 moles. It is called association. So in association equilibrium, pressure increases means Kp also increases. That is reverse for dissociation equilibrium. Super. Then it is independent of initial concentration of reactant. So the value Kc is dependent upon after attaining equilibrium, what is the concentration of ammonia. After attaining equilibrium, what is the concentration of nitrogen, what is the concentration of hydrogen. So it does not depend upon the initial concentration. Right. Then it does not depend upon the catalyst used. Whatever the catalyst used, no problem. The catalyst role of the catalyst is what? It will make the equilibrium to reach earlier. That's all. Okay. It does not affect the equilibrium. So these are the points which are the characteristics of equilibrium constant.